Hi, my name is Christian Heckert, and I am a high school math teacher.
And I'm Roma Pineda. I'm a high school science teacher, and we're here to discuss about the 5E STEM modeling lesson using logistic growth. This lesson will approximately take 2 to 3 days, and we are targeting students taking up pre-calculus, AP biology, and environmental science. To start off with the 5E lesson, we are going to start with the engagement part, where students will participate in a mold growth gallery walk wherein there will be 5 printed images showing mold growing on various surfaces, and it will be displayed around the classroom. Students will work in groups of 3 or 4 and walk around the room to examine each image carefully. They will spend 1 minute at each station, and they will write down one observation they have and one question that makes them wonder about the mold. After which, we are going to have a short discussion to share their thoughts, and this will lead into introducing the concept that mold growth follows a predictable S-shaped pattern, which we talked about the logistic growth pattern.
The next phase will be the exploration phase. In the exploration phase, students are going to be working on a DESMOS graph with a worksheet that goes with it. On this DESMOS graph, students are going to have data from a research paper on mold growth from growing on different substrates. From here, students will be working with sliders for the logistic growth function to see how the parameters for carrying capacity, the initial growth criteria, and the growth rate affect the function itself. From there, students then are going to answer some questions about the different parameters, and they're going to do a little bit of research on different things that would affect mold growth, like relative humidity and temperature on their own. The next phase will be the explanation phase. Through the explanation phase, the students will be having a guided notes lesson. The first part of this lesson, they will look at a video from 3 Brown, 1 Blue on logistic growth. The logistic growth will be dealing with the COVID pandemic. From here, students will then get into prior knowledge, where they'll work on some exponential solving practice. And then they'll get into a few guided examples that the teacher can set up as I do, you do. After that phase, they're going to get into the elaborate phase. From the elaborate phase, students are going to have data that they're going to go through and look at. From this data, they're going to create a logistic growth model and answer a few questions from the logistic growth model they create based off of the scatter plot they have on their graphing calculator. Then they're going to compare their model they created by hand from the logistic growth regression that they're going to create, compare and contrast those two and talk about the differences.
For the last phase of the lesson, we have the evaluation phase. Students will be given a choice board exit ticket, wherein they will choose from one of 3 options: a problem-solving scenario, a multiple choice quiz, or a reflection prompt, and this will demonstrate their knowledge of logistic growth.
Thank you so much for hearing about our 5E lesson plan.